This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about the Jalen Hurts narrative. It gotta stop. Just stop it, y'all. Also, Cooper DeJean, yes, he's been balling out. He's been cooking. And lastly, we're gonna talk about CJ Gardner Johnson talking his talk. But let's get straight into it. All right, man, before we hop straight into it, this video is sponsored by BetUS. Shout out to BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 with your first deposit. Next to deposit, you get 125% boost. Of course, the first deposit, I'm not sure if I said it, is on me. 150% boost up to $2,000. Again, check out BetUS. I told y'all last week, I got to bet it all on the Eagles, right? I said that. If you listen to me, if you bet it, you would have won some money. But again, shout out to BetUS. All right, so before we get into the topics, I always go over these quick hits. So I was watching WIP. Yes, I've been watching them. I've been watching the media landscape. And Brandon Graham was on there. I was basically watching the player shows a lot. And he talked about coming back. And it seemed like it's for real. If we make it to the Super Bowl, Brandon Graham might be back, but let me play a couple clips from WIP.
Did you play in the first Washington game? I think you did, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to play in this one?
Look at you. Nah, we gotta get it, man. We gotta go get it this week. Yeah, keep going. But I know for me, I'm just loving that we just still together. We still ain't love to see it. Wish to be a part of it, but who knows, man? You don't know what happens. But I know for me, I'm just focused on trying to get these boys right for this week.
But
Well, you guys win this on Sunday. We're going to have a crowded Brandon Graham show next week.
New Orleans is going to be
It'll be
crowded,
one full hour of us asking you if you're going to play in the Super Bowl. So I'm just warning you now, giving you a week of warning. All right? We take it easy on you, but we're not taking it easy on you next week. All right?
I know what's coming, baby. Let's just get there.
All right.
Hey, I would say we're not getting any production. No, literally no production from Bryce Huff. I would not mind Brandon Graham coming back because it was a 3-man rotation. It was Jalis Hunt, Nolan Smith, and Josh Sweat in that last game against the Rams. So having a fourth guy will really ease up. And I like what Howie Roseman and Vic Fangio is doing. Yeah, Bryce Huff is the paid guy, but this is the playoffs, and this is an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. It's no time to be experiment. Oh, because he's the high-paid guy, let's use him. No, Eagles taking a different approach. If you're playing good, you're going to play. Rookie, vet, I don't care who you are, you're going to play. Vic Fangio is one of those guys. So Slay was telling the God honest truth. I remember what he said in training camp. Like, yo, Vic, he don't give a damn who you are. If you're playing at a high level, you're going to play. So, again, man, shout out to the three-man rotation. But hopefully, Brandon Graham can come back and, ease some of that stress off. Or maybe nobody want that to happen. Maybe we want the young guys to keep thriving, right? Maybe. All right, so another quick hit. Just one last one I'll say is the tackling. Is it officially fixed? Last game, I harped on the tackling. I thought we missed too many tackles against the Green Bay Packers with 22 when the official stat came out. But the other official stat came out for this game against the Rams. We missed 8. That's a big difference. And then playing in the snow, if we missed a couple tackles, I would have been like, okay, it was the snow. But to go from 22 to 8, that's a drastic difference. So, again, man, shout out to the defense. Whatever Vic Fangio said to these guys, whatever the leader said to these guys, it got them going, and they were not missing tackles. I don't remember the 8 missed tackles like that, to be honest. So, again, shout out to the defense correcting that error. Right, speaking of the defense, let's talk about CJ Gardner Johnson. CJ Gardner Johnson said everything will run through Philly. Everything will run through Philly. And I'm like, we the second seed. Maybe we got to go up to Detroit. Hell, he might have seen the future. But let me play this clip.
I told y'all beginning of the year, this shit run through Philly. So, I wasn't being cocky. I was just being honest. I'm just glad that we got a chance to do something for Coach Nick. A lot of guys talk. A lot of people talk about him. And like a lot of people talk about this team. I'm happy for AJ, Smitty, really the offense. They get a chance to go show everybody up. Good, really. The next 2 games, so I'm just happy for him.
He said he told us, and he named his teammates that he's happy for. But CJ Gardner Johnson, keep popping your shit, man. You were definitely right. This thing is going to run through Philly. No better opponent than to, try to knock off the Commanders to get to the Super Bowl. It will be epic because a lot of these Commander fans are talking. We're going to talk about them during the week. But a lot of them not mentioning, like, Jalen Hurts going down the last time we played them. Played the bit factor because we couldn't get no points. And the game plan we installed for Jalen Hurts didn't really work for Kenny Pickett. And then the one that nobody really talk about that really affected us was when CJ Gardner Johnson got ejected. I mean, I like McCullum. I do as a backup, but he was getting torched. And a lot of Commander fans are using that as bait, like, oh, you see what we did, this and that. But nobody's mentioning that our safety that y'all just could not throw on his side got ejected. Nobody's mentioning that. But I think CJ Gardner Johnson is going to play a lot more smart, and he know the importance of this game. He definitely do. But CJ Gardner Johnson, keep talking your junk, keep doing you, man. And the Commanders they gonna find out the hard way. They keep saying we're gonna shred it. I'm telling you, man. If we get 5 turnovers and the way our offense been playing, it's not gonna happen. Our offense been methodical. We're not gonna give you the ball back, and if we do, we're gonna get points. Unlike us getting 5 turnovers the last time we played them with 6 points. If you give us 5 turnovers, that's at minimum 20 points. So look, Commanders beat the backups of the backups of the backups of the backups of the backups Detroit defense. Let's be honest. Detroit defense always been suspect. And they had the offensive power to do it. It's just that to give the Commanders credit, they got offensive power. So if you keep giving them chance after chance after chance, they're going to beat you. This wasn't in Houston, Texas, where they had 5 turnovers and won. You're not doing that in the playoffs. I don't care who you play. You played the Green Bay Packers, who was the 7th seed, and did that, you would have lost. It just is what it is. And Jared Goff, went into Jared Goff mode. But again, man, I told y'all I'm going to get more deeper into that conversation during the week. But back to CJ Gardner Johnson. Again, just keep balling. Keep balling. Keep talking your talk. And we're going to need you out there, man. We definitely going to need you out there for sure. But let's talk about Jalen Hurts and this narrative, right? Eagles fans, we keep trying to bring this up, right? Besides Jaden Daniels playing the backups of the backups of the backups and even the worst defense in the playoffs, the rest of the teams play some really tough defense. Like the Rams is a really tough defense. The Ravens is a really tough defense. And the Houston Texans is a really tough defense. So Patrick Mahomes won that game. Jalen Hurts won his game. And Josh Allen won his game. Not the best numbers, to be honest. But they found ways to win. And to be fair to the Eagles and the Buffalo Bills, it was snowing. It was one of those ugly, rugged games. And you had to grind it out. And it came between who's going to make the mistake. Rams made the mistake. Ravens made mistakes. Well, Rams made mistakes too with an S. So Commander fans are running with the narrative that Jalen Hurts can't do it. This and that. Even though I know the stuff they're saying would never hurt Jalen Hurts' ego. And I don't think it really hurts the fans' ego. It's just like, I'm an Eagles fan, first of all. Second of all, I mean, out of 3 years, 2 of the years we've been to the NFC Championship game. So I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts know how to win. And actually, Jaden Daniels probably need to learn a thing or two from Jalen Hurts. But Kevin Wiles put out a graphic of that, and this is what he had to say, like, far as the quarterbacks and the narratives. So, the turnover narrative. Kevin Wiles, got to salute him for this. Patrick Mahomes, 0 turnovers, knows how to win. That's what they said about Patrick Mahomes, right? 4 turnovers for Jared Goff. Cost him the team. 2 turnovers for Lamar Jackson, cost him the team. Jalen Hurts had 0 turnovers too. Yeah, but is it the passing game? Is it Saquon? Oh, he's being carried. This, that, and the third. I might say that about Patrick Mahomes. Even though I don't want to compare the two, because Patrick Mahomes is, he at that level where he just can't be compared to anybody, to be fair. But it's like, bro, you're running with a narrative, bro. You're running with a narrative. Let's call a spade a spade. I know a lot of people that share the same skin color as me is saying that it's because of that. I don't honestly think it's because of that, because you got to think Washington Commanders, they quarterback is black as well. Let's keep it real. Patrick Mahomes is, half. I'm really starting to think, and I seen somebody tweet this, and I was thinking it for a while. It's just because he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just simple as that. I mean, black, white, Asian. I think it's because he played for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. And people don't like our fan base. Let's be honest. We love each other, but people want Washington to knock us off. They really, 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 really do. That's why everybody's like, please, we don't get the Chiefs and Eagles, because we the two most hated teams. And it's like, if the Eagles win, I mean, we stop the Chiefs streak, but you're going to have to hear the Eagles' mouth all off season. And if the Chiefs win, that's 3 in a row. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest of the world. A lot of people want to see that underdog, that Bills, because they've been so close. They want them to get it. And just this rookie quarterback who everybody loved, that's who they want. But Eagles right now, we're grimy. We're grimy, and the only thing they keep trying to nitpick at is Jalen Hurts. And then Jalen Hurts is not buying into the narrative. But again, it's really hard for me to make the racial argument, and the reason why is because Jaden Daniels is getting so much love, and he's black. Let's be honest. So I really can't make that argument. It's actually, I won't call it lazy. I get the thinking of it, but I don't think it's the skin color. I honestly think it's just the Philadelphia Eagles, and we've been winning for a while now. We're one of those teams that have been winning for a while. We got to finish it. Let's be honest. We got to finish the thing. But we've been winning for a while. So people hating. People hating, man. Definitely hating. And let's get into the last topic. Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean, man. He's been balling. He's been cooking. I thought he should have caught a pick for sure. But to ask him to match up in the slot, in the snow, against Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp turned the clock back a little bit on us, to be honest. He was pretty good this game. I think the Robinson dude was good too. But Cooper DeJean numbers were phenomenal in coverage. And this is what Anthony DeBona had tweeted out. So Eagles rookie slot cornerback Cooper DeJean was lights out against the Rams once again. Here's how the Rams' 2 top wide receivers performed against DeJean in the playoffs per PFF. Puka Nacua versus DeJean. 1 reception for 16 yards. Cooper Kupp versus DeJean. 2 receptions for 14 yards. So Cooper DeJean, he was great, man. He was great for sure. Again, I wish he caught that pick, but we still won the game. I don't think if we get opportunities like that against Washington, we're not dropping any picks. That's just not happening. But again, Cooper DeJean, I just wanted to give him some love because I didn't talk about him. I did not forget about Zach Bond. I got some stats on him and over in Burt's, especially in coverage. And that's all I got for you guys today. And hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the Hurts narrative, Cooper DeJean, and just all the good news, man. All the good news as we go into Washington. I haven't been a negative Nancy just yet. Sometimes I criticize certain players. Y'all get on me about it, but I'm in the glory. While everybody was harping on that Packers game, I'm like, hey, I was in that game in person. I had a good time. We won. I thought the passing conceptions or plays, whatever you call it, wasn't that great. But overall, I'm in a great spirit. Like I see a lot of, I say fans for sure complaining about even the game we just played. I'm like, It was snowing. Yeah, Stafford threw for 300 yards, but he threw at 50%. He threw the ball 44 times. 44 times in the snow. That's not a good thing. All right. But again, shout out to Bet US. And this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.